darkness was mine. Didn't know it was there the whole time. Secret I told you long ago. Back from the dead, out of control. With your eyes open, see with your eyes closed. Drive into the sunset, leave it all on the road. Leave it all on the road. Leave it all on the road. Leave it all on the
Remember them all, still hear their call. Remember them all, still hear their call. Remember them all, still hear their call. Remember them all.
Catch me as I fall. I'm a bastard, heartless smile. Hear my laughter, love's on trial. I am broken, you are fire. Lies unspoken, heart's desire. Darkness was mine. Didn't know it was there the whole time. Secret I told you long ago. Back from the dead, out of control. Secret
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Macromaster coming at you. Today is Friday, April 12th, 2024. And of course, that means it's time to get mining. I'll be playing some Minecraft today, continuing to build up my base and my tram system. So, without further ado, let's get into the game. Alright, so building up this tram system. For those of you who may be new, basically, I'm building this underwater tram system inspired by the tram that goes between. Oops. Gotta be careful. Basically, this underwater tram system is inspired by the underwater tram system that is used in World of Warcraft to connect Stormwind with Ironforge. And so I decided to build this tram system to connect my base with several of the neighboring islands that have villages on them. And so I have this tram system set up. That's just a marker to remind me where the underwater there's an ocean temple there. And there's my base off in the distance there. There's a couple villages over there. And so, of course, I want to be able to get to those villages. Oops. Quickly and easily. Best way to do that, underwater tram system. Drink of choice for today is Dubby Merc Mayhem, made up as a slushy. Basically, a scoop of Dubby, juice from a quarter of a lime, 3 maraschino cherries and the juice from the maraschino cherries, and then ice. And normally I top it with water, but today I topped it with unsweet Milos, which I know some people who are big Milo's iced tea fans would say that the unsweet version is basically just devil water. And in a way, you're right. It really is bad, not that great tasting. But, add your own sweetener to it, and it's not that bad. But anyway, once you have all that in your blender cup, I use a NutriBullet to blend. So you put it all in, blend it up, and you got yourself a cherry limeade slushy. Because that's what Merc Mayhem is a cherry lime flavor. And it is so good. Tastes just like a cherry limeade slushy from Sonic. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. I'm being very careful about where I place the alcoves for the redstone torches. You don't want to place them too far apart, or your minecart will stall. You don't want to place them too close together, because that's just a waste. So I place them at every 6th block. And then at regular intervals, I have these ventilation towers set up. Mostly so that I don't have to keep going all the way back to the beginning of the system just to leave the tunnel, so that I can, or just to get into the tunnel, or then to place the redstone torches and the minecart tracks. And then once I've placed the tracks, leaving the tunnel so that I can get back outside and build more tunnel. And then every other powered rail location on this side, I do a ventilation tower, which in the real world, these ventilation towers would be built when doing a tunnel like this, so that, vehicle exhaust can escape the tunnel and not build up, which would be toxic. And also as a means to get down into the tunnel to perform maintenance on specific sections of the tunnel without, as I'm doing here, having to go all the way to one end of the tunnel or the other and then work your way into the section that needs maintenance. And this, because I only work on this on the days that I stream. It's taking me quite a while. I mean, it's been almost a month now that I've been working on this tram system. And I am I'm super excited to see it completed and to try it out. Alright, let's do this one last layer here. Go back. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I think this would be another ventilation tower. I'll just double check my spacing. Yep, perfect. And I'm very meticulous. My OCD makes me very meticulous in the building, in the way I build in Minecraft, in the way I mine. Doing the 3 cubic, the 3 by 3 by 3 sections of everything. Just makes sense to me. It may not make sense to everyone, but it makes sense to me. And as long as it makes sense to me, who cares what anyone else thinks? Almost done. Light at each of the corners. Making sure that the block for the trapdoor is at the right place. Go down. Close the trapdoor. Make sure that I have the redstone torch set. And then go. Gotta be careful. And there we go. Now I will eventually set something up as like a security measure that if something were to happen that I need to close off the tunnel, that I can, flip a switch or something and flood the tunnel. I'm thinking I'm going to do this somewhere near the top of these maintenance shafts. Like around here or something. That will open up a hole in the shaft, allowing the water to rush in and flood the tunnel. Just small sections of it. 1, 2, 3, 6. And then, work my way once the danger is over and the security is no longer necessary, I can go back and rebuild that section of the tunnel. And that way, I don't have to redo the entire tunnel. I just have to redo that section of it. That seems like the best way to do it is to set up the security lock on the tunnel in such a way that it only floods a section of the tunnel, and I can repair the tunnel afterwards. Alright, looks like we're gonna have to do a little bit of building up here. Go. Now you may be asking yourself, why am I doing it in this manner? If the tunnel is only 3 wide, why am I doing 5? Well, that's because you have to have... I want to make sure that I have the spot where the alcove for the redstone torch would go. And then you might be asking, well, if the path is only this wide, if the path is 5, the actual floor is 5 wide, why is the entire path 7 wide? Well, Uh, I always make sure that when I'm building something, I have at least a 1 block radius. Alright. Okay. I'm going to put this wall here temporarily. Come back here, get set up to start the next section, and I'm going to take a 10-minute break. And when I come back, we're going to keep building. So, back in 10 minutes. Alrighty, I'm back. We're going to continue building this tunnel. I just had the most delightful crackers. Little penguin shapes and pizza flavored. Oh, so delightfully good. Okay. Here we go. Hopefully I get to donate today because I didn't get to donate plasma yesterday. My heart rate was just too high. And of course, by not going yesterday and instead going today, that's going to put me on a Wednesday-Friday schedule. Which, to be perfectly honest, I actually prefer going to donate on days where I'm streaming. No, I prefer a Monday, Wednesday, but I'll do Wednesday, Friday. It's no big deal for me. As long as I don't have any bruising that's going to get me deferred. It's gonna net me $65 whole dollars. Of which I only get to spend 25 because, 40 goes to my wife to pay for gas for the car. Alright. Let's go ahead and start putting in some more redstone torch alcoves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. And I do believe this is another ventilation tower location. think what I'm going to do next is work on clearing the area for the next stretch of tunnel. And then we will go from there. Also, I just want to point out that the Fallout show on Amazon was amazing. The whole storyline about that weirdo Bud being the mastermind of the whole operation was just really weird. And not to mention the fact that he ended up being a brain in a jar. But I mean, it was still I still loved it. I thought it was awesome. Actually made me want to look into playing some Fallout, possibly even for the stream. All right. Okay. Oops. So I just want to get through here. me just take a quick look, see how far I have to go to get through here. That doesn't look too bad. Alright. Soon as I break through to the other side, I will turn around and start the process of working my way through, working my way back. Looks like I'm close to breaking through here. Let me just come up here for a second. All right. Okay, let's do one more. It's 2. 3. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7. Alrighty. So, if I did my math right, more often than not I do. If I go far enough with this, I should pop out right at the start. Alright, let's... Yeah. Oh, I am good. Okay, I'm having a hard time seeing down there, so I'm going to just start clearing it this way. There we go. I'm thinking what I'm gonna do is keep working on this for the next few minutes. Just want to see how far into this I can get. And that far. All right. This is where I'm going to leave it for today. So let's at least set up for next week. All right. All set up for next week. I will be back on tomorrow at 5 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. GMT, playing some Star Wars The Old Republic. Continuing my adventures with the dark side of the Force. So until tomorrow at 5 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. GMT, peace out, stay frosty, and if I don't see you tomorrow, have a great weekend.
This is how the story ends. I've read between the lines. Your pages are a mystery. Your words are undefined. You buried all your secrets there for one of us to find. You wrote them on the pages bare, between the covers bind.